Hello and welcome to overview session of SAP ERP. In this session, we'll see detail about what is the ERP, so what is the SAP software, why it is used, which type of industry are using SAP ERP, what are different models in SAP, and what are the career options in the SAP ERP system. So let's begin with what is SAP. SAP stands for System Application and Products in Data Processing. It is a ERP software which is used to manage the business process. What is ERP? That will see in next slide. So as I mentioned, it is used in business application. It is known as B2B software, that is business to business process. How to pronounce SAP? It is pronounced as individual letters SAP. Now let's understand what is an ERP system. An ERP is known as Enterprise Resource and Planning, which is used to manage the business operation of different departments in an organization. Organization means company. So here have a look out, like every organizations, they have many departments. Take example of a manufacturing industry which has the sales department. The role of a sales department is attending the customer, creating the inquiry in the system, giving them quotation, creation of sales order, getting new customer on board. So those are all the common activity of a sales department. Similarly, like purchasing department, for a manufacturing industry, if you want to produce a finished product, example, if a manufacturing company is preparing a laptop, so for the laptop they required different kind of raw material. The raw material they need to purchase from the vendors. So that all vendor activity, material management, that that all is done through the purchasing department. Similarly, the production planning. The production planning is responsible for the actual production of the material, where on the shop floor they will develop, produce the laptop by using the resources and the material and the machinery which are available in that company. Then there's a finance model. Like finance is a very base model. In every industry, whether it is a manufacturing, real estate, pharmaceutical, finance model is common. The job finance model is to handle and do the financial planning, like giving payment to to the vendors, getting the customer receipts, handling the bank accounts, employee salary, and many other asset management that all come under the finance model. HR, that is human resource management, which is responsible for the time management of the employee, for the salary, appraisals, recruitment, that all in done HR department. So those are some of the departments which are common in any industry. There might be some other departments based on the type of business. Now, to manage all this department process, like purchasing, sales, finance, manufacturing, they need one integrated software. What is mean by integration? Like as soon as the salesperson received a new order from customer, and if they enter the customer order into system, immediately if this material is not available, the production department should get an intimation like they have received a new order and they have to manufacturing that product. And for manufacturing that product, if the raw material is not there, then immediately the purchase department should get an intimation that they have to purchase the raw material for this sales order. So this is possible if you have integrated system. So in simple terms, we can say enterprise resource planning is the integrated management of main business process. So there are two type of business software are there. One is called as the decentralized and second is known as the centralized database software. So first have a look at the decentralized database software. In this case, every department like sales, finance, manufacturing, purchasing, every department based on their requirement, they purchase a separate software and their data base is stored locally. Other departments don't have access of their database. These softwares are known as the decentralized software. Have a look at this slide. In case of decentralized software, suppose a customer met a sales executive and they create a sales order in the system. But here, the purchasing department doesn't know what material he has to purchase, how many quantity he has to order, because they're using a decentralized software. So for the sales software, the purchase department don't have the access. So he is not aware what order the salesperson has received. So in this case, there is a communication gap between both the department, and this increase the order processing time because the purchasing officer don't have the sufficient information. So what are the disadvantages of having a decentralized database system? No real-time information available because the data is stored locally, due to which there is a delay in the product delivery. The manager cannot take the decision quickly because they don't have enough information. No control over day-to-day activity. In a big organization where they have different department in a different area, and if they don't have any ERP system, if they're using a decentralized system, so they will not have any control on the day-to-day activity. Also, it will be very expensive if for every department if you're purchasing a new software. So this is about the decentralized system. Now have a look at centralized database system. In case of centralized database software, all the departments, the inventory, human resource, financial, sales, purchasing, all departments, they use a common software and the data is located centrally. So as soon as the sales department enter the sales flow into system, and if the material is not available, based on the PR purchase requisition, the purchasing department will come to know what material they have to order. If the material is available, sales department can immediately take the stock and send to customer. Now, as the purchase department purchase the material from vendor, when the goods received done, the invoice verification done, automatically the finance department, Indian finance ledger, they will come to know to which vendor what amount to be paid. So this is the advantage of an ERP system. Like all the department, they share a common database. So what are the advantage of a centralized database system? The real-time data is available, efficient communication, quick decision making. You can access data from anywhere and you can make your decision. The better supervision and the control. It is very easy for planning and execution if you are using a centralized database system. Now, coming back to SAP again. SAP, it is developed by a German-based company SAP AG in 1972 by 5 former IBM employees with a vision of creating a standard application software for real-time business processing. In 1980, they released their first ERP product that is named as SAP R3. Here, R stands for real-time and 2 stands for a two-tier architecture. So by this image, you can understand there is a database layer where the data gets stored, and this is client tier, means the actual user who is doing their work to the laptop, desktop, etc. So in two-tier means this is the presentation layer where actual end user work. When they want to access any data, they directly access database and they can update or read the data. It is known as the client-server architecture. The disadvantage of client-server architecture was it was very slow. If the number of users are more, let's say a company has thousands number of users, and if the 1,000 users are accessing one common database, one server, the performance of the system was very low. It was working very slow. So to avoid this problem, in the 1990, SAP has come up with a new solution and they named as SAP R3. Here, R stands for real time, and 3 is for 3-tier architecture. So earlier there was a client tier and a database tier. So in middle of that they've added application server, which is responsible for performing the business logic. So here the advantage is like that they can have multiple application servers in the middle. If the number of users are more, they can do a load balancing. The client get connected through the application server through database. From database they only fetch the data and all the logics are performed in the application server, and it is data is given back to the presentation server for display purpose. So in this way they come up with a 3-tier architecture in 1990. Now, which type of industries are using SAP? SAP is used almost by all the big and the small industries, and it is used in more than 28 different industry sectors all over the world. It is a global product. So the industry which are covered generally are the manufacturing, pharmaceutical, automotive, real estate, oil and gas, telecommunication, aerospace, healthcare, FMCG, and many more industries are covered under the SAP ERP software. Now, SAP is not only the ERP software in the world. There are many other products also in the market. So one of the main is JD Edwards, SAP of course, Oracle, Burn, PeopleSoft, Microsoft Dynamics, and there are many other ERP software in the market. But SAP has the highest market share in the all ERP software. It is the king of all ERP software in the world. What are the benefits of using SAP or other ERP system? What has makes SAP so popular? So there are several advantages of SAP. Like it is suitable for any size of business, whether you are in the small scale, medium, big scale. It is possible to use SAP for any size of business. It is available for all type of industries with fewer customizing. SAP provides the industry best practice solution. Like if you have manufacturing, if you are running a manufacturing company, so based on the process of manufacturing company, SAP has designed their own best practice product. If you are into real estate, if you are into the pharmaceutical, then based on your industry, SAP provide best practice solution. Next is SAP is continuously providing new version of their product. It is like every time their development team is working to launch the new product, to give new functionalities in their product. Now compared to any other software, the implementation time of SAP is very short. Also, it is easy to integrate with any third-party software with various technical approach. Because one company use different software. Suppose the Salesforce is a king in the sales area. Some company may want that along with SAP on top they want to use Salesforce. So they can easily integrate SAP with any third-party software. There are different technical approach for the integration. As it is a global product, so all over the world they have their support team. Different industries are working, providing support on the SAP. Also, it provides a very good integration across the different departments: sales, finance, purchasing, production, etc. So those are the key benefits of using SAP compared to other ERP softwares. Now, what are different models in SAP and what are the career options in a SAP ERP? The SAP models are divided into different parts. One is called as the functional and second is called as a technical model. Inside the functional models, based on the different departments of the industry, the SAP models are divided accordingly. Like for the finance department, they have a model like FICO that is called as the finance and controlling, finance and accounting. For sales department, they have the model called SD, that is sales and distribution. The sales and distribution is used to manage the sales operation. Similarly, they have model, they have PP model, that is production planning, warehouse management, and HR management. Those are only some module I mentioned. There are many other functional models are there. Those are called the functional models, which is developed based on the departments of the industries. Now, second is called as the technical models. Technical is divided into ABAP and BASIS. ABAP is known as the Advanced Business Application Programming. It is a programming language which is used for the development of SAP application. It is called as the business programming language because ABAP you can use only to develop the SAP application. Unlike Java, C, if you know Java and C, you can develop gaming application, you can develop the machine learning softwares, so you can develop a lot of things. But using ABAP, it is used only and only for the SAP application. This come under technical model. Next is BASIS. The BASIS model is related to the hardware and networking and the security related to your database, because a company database is very critical. They have to take care of their data. They have to protect from the antivirus, protect from the viruses. So that all comes under BASIS. Also the authorization control. Suppose for salesperson, you don't want to give the access of financial transaction codes, and for the finance person, you don't want to give the access of production planning. So that all are controlled through the BASIS team. Now, what are different product of SAP? SAP as a company, they also have different product. The latest one is called the SAP S/4HANA, which is becoming very popular nowadays. Next is SAP ERP, that is known as ECC, a very popular model from the 1990 till from the 2005 till date. That is called as SAP ECC. Along with this too, they have SAP CRM, that is customer relationship management. They have the SAP C4C, that is cloud for customer. They have SCM. They have business by design, which is used for the small scale industry, and also SAP B1, which is also used for the small scale industries. So this is all about an small overview of the SAP system. What is SAP? Who has developed? Which industry use? And what are different models? What are different career options? So now, one more thing here, like who can do the functional models? What are the career options? If you are from a non-programming background, suppose you don't have any programming knowledge, you're working in a particular area like sales, material, and purchase. So you can easily learn any SAP functional models. If you want to make your career into SAP, you want to come into IT field without any programming language, you can select any of the function model and you can start learning and get the job in this field. If you are from technical background, then you can choose either the programming language or the BASIS. So those are two commonly used models in SAP, functional and technical. So it is very good opportunity for any non-programmer, because SAP has the very high share market in ERP software, and it is functional point of view, it is easy to understand. So this is all about the SAP overview. Thank you.